Okay, I am going to do this star and moon shelf mold again. I have all my stuff mixed up, so I need to move fairly quickly before it starts to set up on me because it is warm in here today. So on this one, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Some different, some the same. I'm going to use the Prism Holo on the star this time. So I'm just going to dip my gloved finger in and rub it down. Burnish it on real good. Now, I did go over the sides a little bit again, but instead of just letting it sit in the bottom, I am going to just spread it a little bit. The Prism Holo creates a silver, like, rainbow effect. If you saw the turtle mold I did, you saw it on the turtle shell. So that's going to be good enough for that. I'm going to use that dark chrome purple to black again. Hopefully I have enough left in this little teeny pot. Remember, I only had a tiny bit of this chrome to begin with, so. Get that spread on. Try and burnish it somewhat evenly with your finger. Okay. It really doesn't take much. And this last section, I should have done a couple of these before I even started mixing my resin. As long as my resin's staying fluid though. Okay. So far so good. Okay. That should be enough. Okay, so I am not going to make this separate sections this time. Like last time I poured the star one color and the rest a different color. I'm going to do it all the same across the board. I do have a chunk of wood this time to block the bottom. And if I have to add some weight to it after I pour it, I will, but I figure it's going to be in the way and get bounced around. So first I have a cup with 140, I believe this was. No, 240. 240 mLs of clear resin, which I just mixed. The only thing that went in that one is from LMNOP Design Boutique, their Black Galaxy glitter. So that's the only thing that went in this cup. So you have to be careful when you block at the bottom of a mold that you don't compress other parts of the mold. Like I just had that sitting there, so this was stopped up. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to carefully pour this in. Come down by the star. I'll have to be careful this time because it's just going to run everywhere equally. But I'm just going to pour this entire cup in first. Oops. And this should fill most of the bottom. I don't want this cup going too far over the edge, so. Okay, so that cup's about done. This cup is more of that Black Galaxy glitter with just a little bit of a translucent pigment in it. So I'm going to finish chasing with that one, filling to the top line. It's basically the same as the last layer, but slightly pigmented darker. That's all. Alright, and then this cup is just a black mica with the Illuminate black opaque dye. So I'm going to pour that across the top of everything. And I probably have a little bit more of an overmix this time versus the first one, simply because blocking this, it's not going to bow and allow more to come up and level over the top, if that makes sense. But I still don't have too much extra. I have a little bit of that black and black mixed up. But other than that, I am pretty spot on. And because this is black, I can't tell if my block is where it needs to be or not. So, hopefully it is, and hopefully that works. And I do have a little bit overflowing this spot, so I will have to trim that up when I demold, but that's not a big deal. I'm not going to put any heat on this mold again. I'm just going to spritz it with a mini mister filled with 91% alcohol, and I will come back and check it in a little bit, mist it again if need be, and move on from there. Some of the glitter is going to float. Probably quite a bit of the glitter is actually going to float, but it's a holographic glitter just like the holographic powder, so I'm not worried about it. It should have a defined glitter layer and then the black. So that is it. I'm going to let this sit until tomorrow, and I will be back to unmold it. Okay, we are going to get this one out of the mold now. Move this out of the way. I think it's good. So, let's see. Okay. Getting there. Last little spot again. Flip it all back. Check it out. Still seems to be good after 2. All right, let's see if it stands. Ta-da! Perfect. So there's that purple shift. And that Prism holographic rainbow shift in the star. Down the side, you see a lot of that glitter and semi-clear, which is what I was going for with some of the black working through. So it is beautiful and exactly what I was hoping for. And I really didn't go too far over. I thought it was going to be here, but really didn't, so that's good. I've got a little bit up here to trim off, but that's about it. So this one is gorgeous. Love it. So there we go. Shelf and Moon Star Moon and Star Shelf Mold number 2. Stands perfect. Well, let me know what you think of this one. Thanks.